Hello my lovely friends, my name is Ava and I'm super excited for today's video. This is going to be an alien romance reading vlog. I don't think I've actually done a full alien romance reading vlog before on my channel and I'm so excited. If you don't know, I adore alien romances. They're just so stinking fun. So I really wanted to read like 3, 4, 5, I don't know yet, books for this vlog and just read them and tell you what I thought about them in real time. I am so in the alien romance mood. I am chomping at the bit to read as many as possible. So today's vlog is just gonna be me reading, I want to say like 3 or 4 or 5, we'll see, alien romances. I kind of just want to see where this video takes me, where this vlog takes me, and just pick up alien romances based off of my mood. I don't want a specific TBR set, and I feel like not having one set will really help me just pick out alien romances I think I will love in the moment. That's something I really struggled with in 2022. I had all of these elaborate vlogs planned with good TBRs, and then I wouldn't end up loving them because I wasn't in the right mood to read them, but I needed the vlog done by a certain date, you know? So I really don't want to push myself to read books I'm not in the mood for or books that don't sound good at the time. So with that being said, I thought I'd mention the book that I am already a little bit of the way through. This one is Mama and the Alien Warrior by Honey Phillips. This is her first book in the Treasured by the Alien series. I have heard good things about this series. I think like book 1 isn't really a fan favorite. However, I have heard really good things about the series in general. I know this cover isn't the best thing in the world, okay? I get it. But that happens with a lot of alien romances out there, unfortunately. But some of them are really classic that some people don't love. Like I love the OG IPB covers. I love the new ones too, but like the OG ones are classic. Enough about that. This is a Honey Phillips alien romance. I read a Honey Phillips, I want to say like a year ago, and I DNF'd it. I just wasn't in the mood for it. It was like a Kraken one by her. And so in 2022, towards the end, I ended up picking up one of her 7 Brides for 7 Alien Brothers alien romances, and I binged the 3, 4 that were out at the time. And I was obsessed. And I can't wait to read more books in that series, but to bide my time, to wait till more books in that series are released, I thought I'd read some Honey Phillips books that are already out and series that are already completed. I think the series is completed. I think there's like 8 books in this series. I'm not gonna be reading the whole series in this video, don't worry. We're just gonna be reading book 1. So far, this is really cute and really sweet. I love a good wholesome alien romance with just a sweet, pining, worshipping hero. Like, give those to me all day long. This is the romance between Abigail and Rebecca. So sorry. Some of these alien romance names are really hard to pronounce, okay? Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me. So Abigail is, I think around like the age of 30. I can't remember. Anyway, she owns or runs this home, like safe home for young women who are pregnant or who just recently gave birth and have nowhere to go. So a lot of times she has like teen moms in her home or just young moms who were, I don't know, like ditched by the baby daddy or ditched by their family or cast out by somebody. Like she is a safe space and a refuge for women like that. And Abigail is also a single mother. She ended up adopting her deceased sister's baby. That baby's name is Lucy. I think she's 3 or 4. At the beginning of this book, Abigail and everyone, all the women in the house, end up getting abducted by evil aliens, and they take them to be breeders, which is a no-no. Anyway, it's okay though, because the good aliens, the aliens that are like Herbeck is from, I don't know the species name, I'm so sorry. It looks like the lizard person on the cover. His people end up rescuing these women and bringing them onto their spaceship, and he's gonna take them back home. However, Abigail and him are really vibing, and I think there's like a fated mate aspect going on because it's been mentioned that if like this alien's tail like responds like basically with its own brain, like the tail moves on its own to a person, like that is their mate apparently, I think, or it releases like mate tendencies or something. And so Herbeck's tail is really into and grabbing on to Abigail, even though he does not want it to, because he knows it can be embarrassing or Abigail may be uncomfortable, so he doesn't want to make this woman uncomfortable. But he is so sweet. Oh my gosh, he's like totally into Abigail, like they just met. Okay, I totally think it's like an insta-lovey thing, but I also think there's like a fated mate aspect in Here, I'm only on chapter 10. I'm like 25% of the way through. And so we haven't gotten too deep into this. They just met and were put on the spaceship. I really hope I like the rest of this. I will keep you updated and let you know what I think about this. And then I'll also let you know whenever I decide to pick up another alien romance. But so far, I am really enjoying this. I'm crossing my fingers and I hope I like it all the way through. Hi everyone, it's the next day and I'm about to film a few videos. I'm for sure gonna film 2 and we'll see if I can get to the other 2, but it is about to hit 11 p.m. So this is my new filming schedule. You move back home after college and you don't live alone. Like, you don't live alone if you move back home. There's always a dog barking or a parent doing dishes in the kitchen, which is right outside my door, or they're watching a show. And so this is the only time I have to film uninterrupted, which is kind of difficult for me because I used to be the booktuber that would film like basically right when they woke up. I would get my hair done or do my hair, curl it before I fell asleep, or do my heatless curls. And when I wake up, immediately do my makeup, take my hair out or fix my hair up, whatever, and then immediately film, have everything ready to go and film. Like, I would do that in the mornings. I felt like that was a great way for me to get content out and better for my thought process, I guess. Like, filming at night after going through the whole entire day, like my brain is like on like autopilot mode. Like, it's not on manual whatsoever. So I'm kind of struggling to get back into the groove of things. That's okay, you live and you learn. I also made a goal this week to email a few schools and other places of employment to see if they have any job openings, which is just gonna be difficult. I feel like it being January and me applying to schools, I feel like a lot of schools probably hire in the fall, and it's just gonna be hard because I didn't graduate with my teaching certificate, and so I can't work at a public school, and so I just have to ask a bunch of questions and email a bunch of people before I apply places to see if there would even be a job opening available for me in my situation. I'm gonna try for in-person jobs at first because I know people have recommended like, oh, you should do remote ones, which is an option for me. I have not necessarily looked into it. However, I kind of miss, this is really weird me saying because I am very socially awkward and socially anxious, but I kind of miss interacting with people besides my family in person. So this is like something I kind of want to do. A goal of mine for 2023 was to make more in-person friends. So we'll see what happens, but I'm honestly very nervous. I'm nervous to send out all these emails. Like, please, like, give me advice for what y'all did when you got out of college. How did you get a job? Like, what did you do? How did it go? Should I expect disappointment at first? Should I not get my hopes high for applying for jobs at first? Like, please let me know because your girl is stressing. Anyway, you're not here to listen to me ramble about jobs and whatnot. I'm here to update on the book. Let's see how far of the way I am into it. Also, if you don't read on your laptop, like, what are you doing? Like, it has totally changed my life. I'm out of college, so I can say this now. But in college classes where I didn't really need to pay attention because all the notes you could read at home or whatever the case, I graduated with 4.0, okay? Like, I did good in college. So I knew which classes I needed to pay attention in and which classes I didn't. I had my priorities sorted out. And so the classes I knew I did not have to pay attention in, I would have my laptop out like everyone else in the class, but I would just read on the Kindle app on my Mac. And I'm the type of person who can listen to multiple things and tune things out while I read. So I definitely did that in college, and that's how I learned. That's how I got started on reading on my laptop. And even now, I'm not in school now. I primarily read ebooks on my computer now, like curled up in my bed, because I just like the bigger screen. I also have vision issues. Like, I am almost legally blind. So reading on my laptop has totally changed the game for me. I also really love it for taking breaks from editing because I know some people don't like editing. Okay, I get it. So to make editing a little bit more enjoyable and more fun for me, I will edit like a clip of a video, one clip or like one section of a video, and then read one chapter of a book and like flip-flop back and forth. And I don't have to get out my phone or another device or a Kindle or an iPad. Like, I can just click different windows on my computer to read a book and then go back to editing, read my book, go back to editing. So anyway, another little tangent, gosh darn. But I am on page 166, which is 69% of the way through Alma, an Alien Warrior by Honey Phillips. If you don't like insta love, you're not gonna like this book, okay? I'm finding this to be so stinking cute and sweet, and I know this romance is not gonna be for everybody, because it's not. I know some people will not like this because they're like, there's no tension, there's no angst. It's just two people meeting each other and then falling in love. Like, that is cute as heck to me. So, I love that stuff. So far, this is sitting at around like a 3.5 or a 4-star because the couple in here, they're like talking about, oh, they would love to be together. They want to be together, but they can't because she has to return to Earth. Why do you have to return to Earth, honey? Like, you don't have to. The girls that you traveled with, the teen moms or the younger 20 moms, whatever, like, they don't want to go back to Earth either. Like, they're finding alien mates too. Like, why are you so persistent on returning to Earth if you're falling for this alien dude? And then she also kind of adopts this alien baby that was also taken with them when they were first taken by these evil aliens that wanted them to be breeders. They already had like a baby female alien that is the same species as the aliens that rescued them. And so she kind of adopts this baby and names her Tiana. This baby is so cute. Like, I'm just picturing this little baby that's like green, and whenever she is fed, she wraps her tail around the person's arm that's holding her, specifically Abigail, so the heroine, and just like wraps her tail around her, and just like that's a source of comfort for her, and she will not be fed by anyone else. Like, no one else can feed her besides Abigail, and it's really cute. I really like it. So the only thing I'm really frustrated by is these two being like, we're falling in love with each other. He has claimed her as his mate now, basically. But there's this excuse of, we can't be together. We cannot fully be together because I have to go back to Earth. You don't though, honey. Like, you don't have to go back to Earth. Like, it's fine. You're good. Everyone wants to stay on the ship. All the girls want to stay on the ship. They're all falling for aliens. Like, it's okay. You don't have to go back. So that's my only gripe with this right now. So we'll see what I think about this book when I finish it. And I hope to read a little bit before bed tonight, but we'll see. I have quite a lot of filming to do today, so we'll see. Yesterday, I saw Avatar 2, and I feel like that was perfect for this vlog, okay? And it is totally reinvigorated, man, what is that word? Reinvigorated? Vigorated? I don't know what I'm saying. It has sparked my already heavy, high love for alien romances. If you watch Avatar and you're not in love with Jake Sully, I don't know what is up with you, because you're wrong. I really liked the movie, I will say. Not as good as number one. Like, number one has such a special place in my heart. That's one of my all-time favorite movies, I'm not gonna lie. And it may or may not be because they're about blue aliens and they fall in love, and there's a very attractive man as the main character. Like, I am living for the TikToks going around right now that's like, give me a big boy, and it's just you next to Jake Sully. Like, give me Jake Sully. And then the TikToks where like he's like staring at Neytiri, like, got me blushing hardcore. Let me get back to Avatar 2, okay? I just want to mention my thoughts really fast because this is an alien romance vlog, okay? I personally really liked it. I know some people out there didn't. I didn't love it as much as number one, I will say, because I feel like number one was so iconic and like, I feel like ahead of its time. I thought it was beautiful. The cinematography was fantastic, and just like everything in it was stunning to look at. I did really like the plotline of this movie. However, I was talking to my mom after the movie because we saw it together, and I was like, I liked this movie, but I think it's a bridge movie. Like, I feel like you're in like a 5-book series and it's book 2 or book 3 that like bridges the rest, you know? And I want more people to see number 2 because I want the next 3 films to come out so badly, because that's where I feel like it's just gonna get fantastic. So I feel like this was definitely a bridge movie. It's gonna set up other movies, and I want to see the other ones so bad. I want these kids to grow up and find their romances. The little happenings between the like younger characters in here, like them crushing on each other, was so cute. But I definitely want to see them age up and fall in love with each other. But we'll see, because they've already filmed movie 3 and they're just like in the works of like putting it all together, obviously. They filmed movie 2 and movie 3 at the same time. I just want to get to number 4. I want to get to number 4 because I watched this clip of James Cameron like telling an interviewer like, whenever I put my script in for movie 2, I got like 5 pages of notes. When I put my script in for movie 3, I got 1 page of notes. And when he turned the script in for movie 4, they were like, this is a masterpiece. And there were no notes. So I need number 4 now. And like, we probably have to wait till like 2060 to get it, honestly. But I want it. I want it now. I really want it. This movie also made me cry. So yeah, it takes a lot out of me to make me cry during a movie specifically. So take with that what you will, but I thoroughly enjoyed this one. And I don't get why people are hating on it. Like, it was really good. Like, I thought it was good. Like, it's a good, enjoyable, beautiful movie. I just feel like maybe some people didn't like the aspect that it was a bridge movie in a series, which is totally valid. I totally understand, but like, I don't see the hate towards it. I don't know. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. I'd love to hear any opinions, differing opinions, similar opinions. Let me know what you thought of the movie. So I thought that was a perfect addition to this vlog that I just saw that. So there's a little movie review for you. But I did finish Mama and the Alien Warrior. I was about to say Warlord. No, it's Warrior by Honey Phillips. And I keep forgetting to say the second author's name, but there is a second author for this book and I keep jilting her and I feel so bad. So I don't remember her name, but there is a second author. I ended up giving this one 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think I already talked about what I thought about this book and my feelings for it. I really liked it, but it was just a little bit too insta-lovey in some instances. And I didn't really like her not like owning up to the fact that she could stay with this alien if she wanted to. She was making up so many excuses about not staying with him, even though she was falling in love with him. So it was okay in that department, but it's not my favorite alien romance, but I do want to read the other books in the series because I feel like they could be better. I have already picked my next read for this video, for this vlog. So my mom and I put on Top Chef. We are watching the older seasons. We're on season 10. This is just a fun show that her and I watch whenever we're up late at night together, which is rare for her. So we turn it on, and whenever I watch a show like that, I can't just sit and watch it. I like am a multitasker. So I scrolled through my list on Amazon that has my alien romances that I just plop in there when I come across them. So I saw this one and was very interested. This is A Monster's Treasure by Linnea Lee. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. But this one is interesting. I don't know how to feel yet. I'm on chapter 2. This is the romance apparently between Clara and Crixar. So Clara ends up getting taken into custody, like getting arrested for something. And you have like 2 options when you're a woman who gets arrested. You can either go to this Utopia place, which is basically like a free labor camp where you'll just be working until you're dead area. It's called Utopia. It's not a Utopia. Or you can choose to go with some alien dudes. And so she's terrified, but she chooses to go with the aliens, and right now she is about to be shipped off to them. So we'll see what happens. But based on a summary for like the rest of the book, I think that she and the hero meet, they do stuff, and then he starts falling for her. I don't know. I'm gonna DNF this though if there's like dubious consent, because the guy's inner monologue right now in chapter 2 is saying like, oh, the aliens, his species of alien, like they either have to, during their certain season, they either have to get with a woman or they basically almost kill each other. And so I'm like, are they gonna force themselves on these women? Like, cause that's a no for me. That's gonna be no. So I'm a little nervous. I hope I like this. I want to find new alien romances. Like the reason why I picked this one up is because I've heard no one talk about it, and I just stumbled upon my KU one day. So I'm crossing my fingers that there's nothing like that in this book, and if there is, I'm probably gonna DNF it. So just be prepared. But I want to love something new, okay? Okay, so I decided to DNF the like treasured alien one. I can't remember the title. Like put it down for now at least. I was like 50% of the way through. I was so bored reading this book. There's like nothing happening. The heroine gets like put with these aliens, and then like they're just like talking for like a long time and nothing is happening. I was just bored. And I'm like really striving this year to like, if I'm bored with a book, it's okay to put it down. You can get back to it again if you feel like it, and it's okay if you don't. So that's what I'm doing here. I didn't feel like reading it. And then I've also started and finished another alien romance since I last checked in with you. So I decided to pick up Arrival by A.G. Wilde. This is her first book in another series by her. I've read her 2 other series in 2022, and I loved them. So I had to pick this one up. Our heroine in here, she is a human woman, and this is a post-apocalyptic also alien romance, which I adore those. I adore post-apocalyptic romances. One day, these like orb creatures, honestly, the way that they were described, they literally in my brain looked like the mechanical monster evil thing that was in The Incredibles. Like that's the kind of like mechanical thing I thought of. Anyway, a bunch of those sphere things end up popping up around Earth and just decimating, killing everything in its wake. The heroine ends up getting taken by one and put inside of this spaceship, or the mechanical sphere thing, whatever, I don't know what it's called. She ends up getting put inside of it with a bunch of other human women, and these evil aliens are collecting women to breed with. This book has a lot of triggers, okay? This book gets super dark. A few of A.G. Wild's books does that. She is not afraid to go into the darker realm of alien romance, so there is definitely trigger warning here for sexual assault and forced pregnancies. One of the girls that the heroine is with when she's taken ends up being impregnated with this evil alien spawn that is, it's literally pure evil put into her. Like, it is so scary. Anyway, they get kind of like jailbreaked by these good aliens. They were aliens that were previously decimated. Their world was decimated by the evil aliens as well, and they came to Earth to warn them about these aliens, but they were too late. So they end up saving these women from the sphere thingy, and the hero of this book ends up realizing that the heroine is his fated mate. And he's really shocked to realize this, and that's kind of it. It's about them kind of like exploring their relationship and trying to take down these evil aliens. And this is book 1 in a 4-book series. I don't know if she's writing more. All 4 of them were written in 2022, so I don't know if more is gonna be written in 2023. But I only read book 1, and I'm gonna give this one 3.5 out of 5 stars. This is probably my least favorite A.G. Wild book, possibly. I think it's mainly because the romance aspect in here was very lackluster. The alien part in here, the sci-fi part, so good. Like, A.G. Wild is so good at developing these like alien worlds and alien creatures and customs, and like, it was so cool. She's so good about that. It's just like the romance part was a little bit flat for me. I got to like 65% and the couple hadn't even like kissed yet or like even developed a relationship in any possible way. They were just still trying to save people from evil aliens, which is an important part of the book. But if it's gonna be an alien romance, I feel like the romance in here needed to just be more. And I didn't find fault in the romance, really. It was just like lacking to me, you know? Like, it just wasn't enough. So I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I've read 2 3.5 star books for this video and then a DNF. So I kind of want to end this video with a book that I think I will love. I'm going to pick out a Ruby Dixon book. I have 2 Ruby Dixons I have not read yet. Only 2 that I haven't read yet. That would be Worst Guy, which is, I believe, a gladiator alien romance. And then I also have not read Matherius yet, which is her 4th and final book in her Corsair Brothers series. I don't know which one I'm gonna pick yet. It depends on whether or not Matherius is available on audio yet. I know Worst Guy is not, but the ebook is only like 200 pages. So it depends on whether or not I want to listen to a book or I want to read a book on my Kindle. So I would check back in with you when I have picked the book or I finished the book. I don't know. But I'm really glad that I'm like dedicating more time to alien romances this month because I'm definitely in a mood. All I want to do all day is watch like Jake Sully edits on TikTok. So I'm definitely in a mood. It's been a few days since I've updated this vlog. If you can notice, sorry if the room is very echoey. I'm trying to figure out this filming setup still, but I have technically done like a little move. I moved into the apartment attached to my parents' garage. I used to live in their actual home. So I had to rearrange things. So my bookcases look like this now, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do in here. So this is the only clean area of the house that you're allowed to look at right now. But anyway, I did want to wrap up this vlog because I have finished the book that I was reading for this vlog. So I decided to pick up Matherius by Ruby Dixon. This is her last book. Not last book, I'm so sorry. Her latest, because there's gonna be more. latest book in the Corsair Brothers series. And this one's about Matthias and Helen. Helen is an alien clone, and she has been pining over Matthias for the entire series, and Matthias is very grumpy. This is a grumpy sunshine alien romance. I was gonna pick up Worst Guy, but I found out that Libby actually has an audiobook for it. My Libby does, but the wait for that was like over 4 weeks long, and I wanted to put this vlog up this month, so I was like, okay, I just gotta read an ebook, then I'll pick up Matthias since I haven't read that one yet. And that one was a hunky doozy because it was over 500 pages, which I don't really like reading books that long physically. So this is one of the books in the series I was really looking forward to, just because like we've been hinting at their romance for quite a long time in the series. Oh, there's a fly flying around. Go away, dude. Anyway, so I've been really looking forward to their romance, and unfortunately, we have another 3.5 star for this vlog. And I feel so bad ending it with a mediocre book, or like an okay book, but this wasn't my favorite, and I feel so bad. Y'all know I love Ruby Dixon. I have like a shrine to her on my shelf. But this just wasn't it for me. I feel like I hyped their romance up too much in my brain, which is totally my fault, but also the dynamic between Helen and Matthias like changed on like 30% of the way through the book, and they were already an established couple basically 30% in, which means I had to read like 350 pages of them already being together with a plot line I didn't really care about, with the clones and everything. I don't want to spoil the series if you haven't read it yet, but there's like a side plot line amongst the whole series of them trying to find these illegal cloners and throughout space or whatever, and I just didn't really care. And then there were also side characters I didn't really care about, except for what's her name? Is it Bethia? I love Bethia. I can't wait for her book. Her book comes out soon. But anyway, I wasn't that big of a fan of this one, which is so disappointing. It like really reminds me of, let me pull it up. This is gonna sound weird, but the way I feel about this book is the way I feel about this book by J.R. Ward. This is The Chosen, and this one is the romance between, sorry, I'm trying to recollect their name, Cor and Layla. So Cor and Layla in here, this is a paranormal vampire romance if you didn't know. Their romance has been hyped up throughout almost the entire series before this point. I think this is like book number 13 or something. So it's been like hyped up. This is a forbidden romance that like they were meeting in secret when they're not supposed to, because he's a bad guy and she's a good girl. Like it was like a big thing, hyping it up through the series. I was so excited for their book. I was like, this is gonna be my favorite in the series. And when I read it, I was like, that was a disappointment, unfortunately. So this one was not a favorite of mine. Like immediately when I read this, I was like, I feel the same way I felt about The Chosen. I don't know why that like linked in my brain, but just did. But I do love the Black Tiger Brotherhood series, but this one was not what I hoped it was. So that what's happened in here. Like the Grumpy Sunshine aspect in here only lasted like 50 pages because he became a total sweetheart sunshine in like a snap and a jump, you know, like he wasn't grumpy the whole time, but it was really cute and sweet at moments. He was very sweet with Helen, because she's very innocent, if you catch my drift, and knows nothing in that department. It was okay. It just wasn't not my favorite, which is so sad. But if you're gonna read any book in the series, please read book 1, because I absolutely adore Jade and Aderon. Like I love them so much. So if we're gonna read any book in the series, please read book number 1. And I also really like the first 3. This one was just like so to me, you know? That's gonna be it for this vlog. I am very disappointed that I didn't get like a 4 or a 5-star read in this video. That's okay. You know, like I read some books that I've been wanting to read for a while now, so I got that off of my plate. Please give me any 5-star romance recommendations for me that are alien romances in the comment section down below, please. I would love to hear your recommendations, and the fly is still going. Anyway, if you don't feel like commenting any of those things, you can leave me, of course, an alien emoji in the comment section down below. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I will see y'all soon in my next one. Bye, y'all.